Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of y'all's busy schedule. Stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is Wednesday, the 21st of June, 2023, right at 4:30 in the afternoon. It is 28 degrees Celsius, 65% humidity, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. So actually not too bad. Let's see what the humidity is, or what it feels like is. Well, this is saying that it's 78 and it feels like 78. Okay. Two different apps, two different temperatures, but at least they're not drastically far apart. What, 4 or 5 degrees? It's really not bad out. We're going to head over to the daughter's house for dinner tonight. And then I'll go over tomorrow night and stay for like 3 weeks. But I think I'll head over there a little later tomorrow. I need to do a little bit of shopping before I head over. So I don't know, maybe not. I could probably just, I was thinking about buying another coffee cup to keep over there. But I could probably just take the one that I've got. So that means I don't have to make a special stop tomorrow. There's nothing I really need. Friday, I need to go out. Do something I was supposed to do yesterday. One of the reasons I went out yesterday was to go to the pharmacy and get my medications, and totally forgot. I ended up going to Goodwill and down to the beach and down to the river, and yeah, just totally forgot that I was supposed to stop and pick up my medications. Not really a major big deal. Still got probably a week and a half's worth of meds, so. But I do need to pick them up before they put them back on the shelf. You don't have a stop sign there, brother. Even if you're on a motorcycle. Maybe he's lost. I don't know. Actually, not a motorcycle, it's a trike. Anyway. I've got most of my crafty stuff still in the back. I've got some food supplies back there that I had bought for my son's house and then ended up not using them. I left a lot of stuff there, but some of the stuff I brought with me, or actually never even got out of the truck. So it is what it is. Not a big deal. Like I said, I'll go over there. There's a few different places that I'm going to have to hit up. Like I said, I have to come over here Friday to pick up my medications. I probably could have them transferred over to the Walmart over there, but it's only a couple miles. It's not a major big deal. And then I can hit the Dollar Trees over here. See if there's, depending on whether or not I take a coffee cup over there or whatever. So sometimes just like my own type of storage containers make a difference. So, or just things that, like, even though she might have the stuff, I don't know where it's at without searching. So it's just as easy, like at my son's house, it was just as easy for me to buy a thing of tinfoil sheets and put it where I knew where it was than to figure out where my daughter-in-law had it stashed away. Of course, like the last day that I was there, I found the tinfoil. I know where most of this stuff is over at my daughter's house. She changes things around all the time. So, it's hard to say, yep, that's where that's going to be. And thinking along, it's like I've got so many different ideas on what to do while I'm over there. And it's a whole trash can full of PVC pipe. The other day, I was out with my other daughter and son-in-law and grandbrat, and we were just riding around, and there was a pile of bamboo, and I mean big bamboo canes, like 2.5 inch inner diameter, like the hole in the middle of it. And I was like, oh, I need some of that. Why did I need some of that? I don't know, but I do. I seriously thought about going back over and riding around that area just to pick it up, but I didn't, because once again I know me. I'll get that stuff home and then it'll sit, and I'll never get around to doing it. But it would have been cool, I think, to make a bamboo water container or storage container, just because. But anyhow, I keep seeing all these meals that I want to make. Most of them require, or not really require, but they're easier to make when you make a bulk. So, or make it in bulk, which kind of puts me off a little bit, because then I have all those leftovers I need to eat. It's one thing to cook over there when everybody's going to eat, but there's a couple of things I do want to make. I want to make my variation of dirty water dogs, and people get all funny about hearing about dirty water dogs. It's not really dirty water. It's just when you start out at the start of the day, you put water in your container with onions and hot dogs, and just let them sit in there all day long and cook. And that's why it's called dirty water. It just gives a certain taste to the dogs, to the hot dogs. So I like that. But then I also like, a friend makes these party wieners, party dogs. I don't know. She takes regular hot dogs and cuts them into 3, puts them in a crock pot, and drops in the Italian hot pepper slices. Not jalapenos, but the regular. You got 2 different types. You got mild and spicy. And even the spicy, for me, isn't very spicy. But anyway, she just puts them, the jars in there by themselves. Some onions, and hot dogs, and you just let them cook for several hours. And they give the the mini hot dogs. Oh man. So there's a variation of dirty water dogs. And I'm like this about which one I want to do. Like, do I eat both? Both are good with sauerkraut. Dirty water, New York style dogs really need the cooked onions. The cooked onions cooked with tomato sauce. But it's not really tomato sauce. Anyway, it's good. It's good on a hot dog. Especially on a dirty water dog. But then, I don't know. The last time I was in New York, I mean, we're going back 30 years or so. The last one that I remember getting was 2 hot dogs with brown mustard, raw onions, and sauerkraut. So there's that factor too. It's one of the strangest things when I moved down here. Like, you see a hot dog cart on the side of the road, you stop to get hot dogs, and they pull the hot dog out and put it on a grill and cook it. It's not what I'm used to off of a food cart, you know? So, not that it's wrong or bad, or it's just not what I envision when I stop at a dog cart, and not what my taste buds are looking for either. Man, this road's getting bumpy. I'm in the wrong lane. I got stuff moving around in the back. I was pulling out bags last night, pulling stuff out, digging through and putting stuff back, and I guess it didn't get it all back where it needs to be. Anyway, I mean, there's so many different ways to cook a hot dog, and none of them are really bad, you know? The old miss used to like hers, like, blackened, like charred all the way around. I can't say that that's wrong, but it's not something that I like. Although a nice brown will work. One way I like to do them is, what are you people doing up here? Excuse me. If I'm cooking them on the stove, I'll put a bit of water in the frying pan and some butter or lard or bacon grease or something, and cover them up, let them start to simmer in the water so that they start to plump up. Take the top off, let the water boil away, and then they fry in the butter, lard, whatever. Ooh, and we hit traffic. Then you just keep rolling them around in the pan until they brown all nice all over. And, yeah. Like I said, just so many different things to try out, things to do. Even just like, I don't know, thinking about, I hit on a couple of channels the other night doing dollar store MREs. Well, most of them are 3, 5, 6 years old, and everything was $1 at Dollar Tree, or you could get like the Vienna sausages were 2 for $1, stuff like that. But now everything's $1.25, It doesn't always make sense to shop at Dollar Tree. Like the can of chili at Dollar Tree is $1.25. You can get chili at Aldi's for like $1.10, $1.12. Or different places, even the store brand chili from Walmart is cheaper. So, and a lot of other things also, like the little packages of Cheetos or Cheez-Its, that's $1.25. Well, gets expensive, for the amount of food that's inside. Even the potato chips that I buy aren't the greatest value, but they're convenient. But it often makes more sense to go to these other stores and buy things more in bulk. So, like the bulk bag of various chips. I say it's a better value if you eat everything that's in the bags. My thing is they're all variety bags, and okay, I might not. I don't want Sun Chips or something like that. Give me one of those bag full of just the one type of chip, whether that be barbecue or salt and vinegar or whatever. I don't want a variety pack. Just give me one type of chip. So I don't know if I'm going to mess myself up with this or not. I think I'm going to go up here and make a U-turn through the gate station and come across that way. But anyway. And then there's other things that you can't really get at Dollar Tree, like my little packages of crackers, or you can't get it other places, like my little packages of crackers. And then to add to a kit for tuna fish. I can get a packet of tuna for $1 at Walmart. It's $1.25 at Dollar Tree if it's available. And Walmart's got several different prices because they've got several different brands. But I'm probably not going to eat it plain right out of the container. Although I have done that many times. So I may just go ahead and try doing, and I'm not saying any time in the next couple of weeks. This is just something that's been kicking around in my head. Just do an inexpensive MRE style meal. And see how that works out. It's kind of like having those bags that I don't have any right now. I haven't had any in a little bit, a couple of weeks anyway. I used my last one up. But the bags I hand out to the people on the corner, and it might have a bag of tuna and a packet of tuna, a small package of crackers, maybe one of the packages of cookies. You get 8 for $1.25 or whatever. Maybe some hand wipes. Just various things like that. And hopefully they realize to eat the tuna with the crackers. Or whatever, or they can do like I do, eat the crackers for one time and the tuna at another, and that's up to them. But you can make up a food packet like that for about $5 or something, depending on what all you use and which one of the multiples that you decide to use. Like I said, crackers come 6 packages, I think it's 6, for $1.25. So, you know, give them one of those out. That's what, 20 cents each, or somewhere in that area. Same thing, I think, with the cookies. You know, by the time you break them down, they're around 20 cents each or less. So, hand wipes or alcohol wipes, you can usually buy those, you know, a whole big box for about $5. Usually, really just thinking outside the box, or trying to think outside the box. And I've said this before, I get so many ideas that I can't follow through on half of them. Even the ideas or the projects that I start, I get halfway through it and move on to something else. We're having inspiration like that little cheese grater thing that I bought yesterday. Or actually, they gave me yesterday. You know, when I saw that, I had an image in my head, and it keeps popping back up again on little things that I could do to actually make it work. But I'm not inspired enough to actually pull everything out right now and start on it. That doesn't mean that I won't in the very near future. Just at the moment. And here, I'm talking about it, I've got another idea running around in my head. Oh, Lord. So, one thing I need to do is get a different type of glue. The hot glue kind of works to hold things in right away. And super glue kind of works. But it doesn't really hold as well as most people think, especially when you're trying to use plastics. So I need something kind of like the old model glue. And they've got it, it's kind of a liquidy type brush-on glue for styrene, plastics, whatever. You used to be able to just go like to your model section of your department store and find it, but not anymore. Then again, I mean, I remember going to the store to buy paint, little bottles of model paint, and they were 15 cents each. Now they're like $1 each, and it's still the same little 1/4 ounce bottle of paint. A lot of times it makes more sense to just go to the Dollar Tree and buy nail polish and acetone, nail polish remover. Thin the nail polish down and use it. But man, that stinks. I do not like the smell of nail polish. Acetone, nail polish, don't like. I used to chase the girls outside when they were doing their nails at the house. And it was like, either do that when I'm not home or go do it on the porch. Because I can't stand that stench in the house. And I've used nail polish for some projects, but I use it outside. And it's not as offensive, or maybe it's just because I'm, busy using it or something. It doesn't bother me anywhere near as much. I don't know. But I know if I were to be painting something with it, I wouldn't want to do it in the house, because just like cooking hamburgers in the house, that smell just lingers and lingers and lingers. And 2 days later, you walk in, and the house is sitting there baking in the sun, and it hits you like a wall. Oh my God! So. Of course, other paint does that too. If you use spray paint, spray bombs, spray cans, whatever, and then bring it in the house to dry, the odor permeates the whole house, and it'll linger for a day or two, even if you open your doors and whatever. And it doesn't mask well. I know what it is. Oh my gosh, that squeaky noise, it's my bag of charcoal. I moved it from the floor, and I didn't put it back. It's sitting on top of my roll around thingy. It's just back there squeaking. I'll have to move that before I leave tonight. So, I don't know, they're saying it's going to rain again tonight, but the skies don't show very many clouds. What clouds they are just plain white. There's no real heavy rain clouds. So we'll see. It may hold off until later tonight, early this morning, or early tomorrow morning. It was raining. It rained pretty heavy today, between 1:30 to 3 o'clock. Several bands of heavy rain came through. So we're on our last turn. Let me know what you think, y'all. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Wherever it is, y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fandoculous. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they ain't, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. Until I see y'all again, I hope you have a fandoculous day. It's lots of y'all.